Hey everyone, welcome to another Let's Talk video. Today I'm going to discuss some things that's gone on at GamesCom. It's Gamescom is wrapping up, and I'm very excited for some of the stuff that was talked about or announced or said at there. And in the background, I'm just going to have random Battlefield 4 and TitanFall gameplay. But this is going to be about just in general what's going on with Gamescom, what news we have, and on some next gen titles coming to the PC and stuff like that. So let's get started with this. The first thing I want to talk about is that Tom Clancy's The Division is coming to the PC. Now there was a pretty sizable petition to try to get this game to come to the PC. Um, I know for a fact that me myself, I was going to buy a next gen console just for that game because it looked awesome. The story behind it looked awesome. In the E3 trailer, when they talked about, oh hey, you can go from where you are here in the police station, and hey, you can travel over to Manhattan, and that was freaking amazing to me. That game just showed next gen quality, and it's going to probably look amazing on the PC. You know, Massive Entertainment has done probably all their games, I think, on the PC with War and Conflict and more. You know, I thought when it first showed off that it was a War and Conflict game, that it was a new style War and Conflict. But nope, it was The Division, and I'm so happy it's coming to the PC. As soon as I know that I can pre-order it, I'm pre-ordering the game instantly. I will not wait. Um, basically, some other news we got was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Now, when I saw this at E3 as well, I thought, they're making, they had little tidbits in there and stuff that was making fun of Call of Duty, with how they did how they have that mission stuff pop up on the right side, and it's black screen mission stuff, and then they cut into gameplay. Yeah, that was, and then they had a little Battlefield 4, Battlefield-ish funniness in there too. That game just spoke to me and said, I love Plants vs Zombies. I love playing it on my iPad and my iPhone when I'm on the road or whatever. When I don't have my iPad with me. For short times, and being able to play it and play as the plants now, all the different types of plants and all that now in a multiplayer style. Hey, that's going to be awesome. I think that even you're going to be able to play as zombies. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that if are you watching this video? But that just seemed really awesome. It's going to launch. I think they said on the Xbox. I don't know if it's the Xbox 360 or Xbox One first, and then it's going to release on the PlayStation consoles and other platforms, even the PC, at a later date. But that is awesome. Um, another thing we got was Titanfall, which we're showing here. We got new gameplay of it. It looked pretty freaking amazing. There was no really much info on it except for the gameplay. Still coming out on current gen Xbox 360 and next gen Xbox One and PC. This is really what got me, was because when I saw this game, I didn't know if it was going to come out on PC. They talked about next gen and Xbox 360. The another a company is actually working on the 360 version other than Respawn. So that hopefully Titanfall is going to, what we're seeing here, in all the aspects, is going to look visually a little bit better on the PC than the Xbox One. Hopefully we get that, but Titanfall, already a game I've pre-ordered. Cannot wait for that game. I can't wait for spring to get here next year so I can play it, get my hands on it. Hopefully they do maybe a beta for it or an alpha on the PC and Xbox One, because Xbox One will be out before this game comes out. So maybe they may do a beta to try and allow people to test this out and say, hey, is this, tell us, give us your feedback. So hopefully they do that. Battlefield 4, holy crap, was shown off at Gamescom like crazy. They had, the first day was Paracel Storm Conquest, and then the second day they showed the new I forget what it is, but I forget the game mode. But it's where you have a bomb and you kind of plant it on these different points. You get 3 points on each side. The enemy team's got to destroy it. Another thing that I took away from watching this gameplay on the live stream was, hey, it was China versus Russia, and that is going to be awesome for server host people to say, well, I just want the China versus Russia people or fighting each other, or I want America versus Russia, or I want Russia versus America, or vice versa, whatever. That's going to be awesome because in a way, I think that gives more variety. You're not always playing as American or Russia like you were in Battlefield 3, excuse me, and it feels more funner now because you're not always playing as those two factions fighting against each other. You can play however you want. Um, One of the things that kind of got to me was about Battlefield 4 was that really the dynamic weather that we've been hearing about is not what we've been hearing about. It's basically triggered in game. So it's not something like you could be playing and all of a sudden, hey, it starts raining, or hey, you're on a snow map, it starts snowing, or you're on a map and it starts getting cloudy and there's some overcast stuff. It's not, it's triggered by us the players, which kind of made me a little sad about that because when you think of dynamic weather, you think of games like GTA 5 where you're just running around the map and all of a sudden, hey, it just rains. It starts getting cloudy, the sun goes away, hey, it gets nighttime, or that's the dynamic weather I think of. They should have said it's triggered dynamic weather, not dynamic weather to confuse us. I don't think a lot of people would confuse a lot of people, but me that's into a lot of game design and going to college for game design, when you hear that, you think of dynamic weather like you see in Grand Theft Auto, 4 or 5. So basically, um, there wasn't much else at Gamescom that I wanted to talk about because I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed. I played the first three, but after that I kind of got bored with them. Call of Duty Ghost, I did a video on it. They did a preview of the game, but they announced another mode called Blitz, which basically which I don't understand this mode because it seems something that would have been in Black Ops 2 and not, Ghost, because Black Ops 2 is in the future and Ghost kind of seems like in the future, like a couple of years from us right now. But basically, it was you have two teleporters on each side of the map, and you have to either defend your teleporter from people to getting in it to score a point, or you have to run to the enemy's teleporter to do it. So that kind of seems like a capture the flag instance, but instead you're not running back and forth to take a flag. You're just running to the teleporter. You spawn back somewhere, and you continue playing. I don't like that game mode, and basically, to tell you the truth, any of the game modes they announced, Cranked, and Blitz. I'm not going to say Search and Revive or Search and Rescue because I like the Search and Rescue looked pretty cool. But we have 7 new game modes, and we've only know about 3. I don't count the squads things as game modes. I count them as an actual separate cooperative mode. I don't count that as game modes itself. But Blitz and Cranked seemed I didn't really like them. I honestly I don't. I thought we would see a new multiplayer map, and we saw the same multiplayer maps again at Gamescom. I thought they would reveal that and then say, hey, here's our maps that we have now that we're showing off, and hey, here's a new map or new maps. So basically, I don't think Call of Duty Ghost is going to appeal to me as much. I'll probably stay to Call of Duty Ghost, and when I buy it next year, I'll probably just stick to my Team Deathmatch or Domination or Demolition if that's still in there. I know Domination and Team Deathmatch is because those are 2 popular game modes. I used to like playing those 4-man teams. They were in the tactical teams or whatever. Hopefully those return. But Battlefield 4, holy crap, that was awesome. What kind of pisses me off about Battlefield 3 is now people are getting to the point where they do not care about Battlefield 3. They'll shotguns, Spaz 12, slug rounds. I swear to God, I hope DICE has learned from that and said, oh hey, we're taking out slug rounds, we're taking out all the different ammo because I think it was kind of unfair because you got the shotguns, you got all these different types of ammo. But with the other weapons, they had either 5.56 or 7 millimeter 7 point whatever rounds. They were all stuck in this, in these certain rounds that you could use. But with the shotguns, it was always that stupid stuff. I would see snipers all the time in any server I went into on Battlefield 3. It would always be a sniper, Spaz 12, slug round, and close quarters maps. I don't even play close quarters anymore because I loved close quarters, but I can't stand to play it because everybody has a shotgun on there. You can't get on a kill streak or I mean you can't get on one of them and not turn a corner and be blasted in the face with a shotgun. So hopefully Dice has learned not to add the slug round. If they take it out, hopefully hopefully Dice will be even more of a God company to me because I love Dice. I loved them even before they announced Star Wars Battlefront. I love them for what they do and their innovation into the gaming franchise with their engine and stuff like that. But so speaking of Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront was not talked about any during Gamescom, and I can understand that because Dice is trying to promote. They're trying to promote the Battlefield 4, and they're trying to promote that and get that out there because that's coming out soon. Oh, and on a quick note, while I'm on this, the beta starts October. I think it's the first week of October. Kind of late to me, it seems. I think they should have started it sometime at the close to the end of September and had it end in middle of October. So I think we're only going to get the test probably 2 weeks or 3 out of that, and then it's going to release. So what's really our feedback going to do other than give them proper, to fix servers if they lag? So, that's the only thing I see that we're going to get out of the Battlefield 4 beta. But speaking when I was talking about Battlefront, we had no news on that. No news, nothing whatsoever. But what I think is when Dice is sitting here and learning so much with the Frostbite 3 engine, we're going to be seeing a Battlefront game that's going to blow our minds out of this world. We're going to be seeing Levolution. We're going to be seeing, destructible environments. We're going to be seeing ships probably crash into a planet. I think we'll see a pretty decent campaign. I think we're going to be seeing a pretty cool co-op. I know for a fact that they have to be adding bots to this because that would be something classic Battlefront. And if we don't get that, I think that I think it's going to be something that's going to kind of discourage me because I really like to play with the bots more than I play with people. But we have learned to adapt with it with Battlefield because Battlefield 2 had bots in it and you could play with bots, and they removed it with Battlefield 3. And so I kind of feel that, with Battlefield 3, we had to learn and say, okay, we're not getting bots. With Battlefield 4, we know we're probably not going to get bots. We know everything about Battlefield that we know right now. Battlefront, if they add bots, I think they're going to add a free play mode, and I hope to God they do not run this off a battle log because this is battle log. So, and they even run Medal of Honor off of it and it has nothing to do with Battlefield. So if they run, hopefully everything is run in game. Like single player is attached to free play mode, and where we can play all these maps in multiplayer by ourselves with bots, so that we don't have to load up a browser to just play offline play. But that wasn't really much that I at Gamescom besides Titanfall, and Plants vs Zombies and The Division and Battlefield 4 that caught my eye. Oh yeah, Command & Conquer. The beta starts really soon. The game's coming out before 2014. Before that, and I can't wait for that game. It was funny how all of a sudden, BioWare was working on it, then it was taken away and given to some company in Victory, I think. I'm not up to date on that company name that's taking the game, but I found it kind of weird that it went from a Command & Conquer Generals game to a Command and Conquer free to play game. So it's really stupid with me how they're doing that. And that's the only thing that I saw else that was pretty cool. I didn't have much info on that because there wasn't really much. Just the beta starts really soon. You can go sign up on their website. All this footage was like, well, we had Battlefield 4 footage at the beginning, the trailer, TitanFall trailer, and then here from the live stream event that I keep watching even though it's a repeat because I cannot wait for Battlefield 4. But I hope you like this Let's Talk video. I'm going to try to get out some gameplay of Splinter Cell Blacklist. I just bought the game and having to clear 20 gigs off of one of my hard drives so I can install it. So this has been Clone Trooper 163, and I hope you have a great day.